Yo, what's going on, guys? Well, today we'll be going through a few match days, 2 Champions League games in the third round of the DFB Pokal, but our star center back will be injured for all of these games. We take a look at our lineup, and I was contemplating starting Peters at the end of last episode, but I decided to put Kraus in, and Aiden will fill in that defensive mid spot. Pirlo just earned his 100th career win, and we're looking to add to that tally, making it 101 in the Stuttgart game. Chiesa helps put home the first one early in the game, lifting Hamburg to a 1-0 lead. Skipping ahead to the 51st minute, Celk just misses this header that would have put us up 2-0. But 10 minutes later, Deriva gets slide tackled, and that gives us a penalty shot.
A chance to extend the lead.
And he finishes it, putting us up 2-0. Late in the game, Stuttgart gets an opportunity, and they take advantage, having our lead. And then in the very last play of the game, they have an opportunity to tie it. A block shot leads to their winger getting it, and after it hits the post, unfortunately, it bounces in. And we lose 2 points on this occasion due to a last-second goal. Pirlo's still upset about that last draw, and we're heading into one of our league phase games of the UCL. We've had a pretty easy schedule in the UCL, and we're hoping that we keep this momentum up. They do score early, however, it was called offsides. A big relief for Hamburg's side, as Chiesa continues his amazing goal-scoring run of form with yet another goal in the first half. And in the second half, Chiesa receives a nice little volley and power shots it into the net. And yes, it looks like the exact same play, but he scores once again, supplying himself with the hat trick. Leading into our next few match days, we draw both, unfortunately. And going into our next Champions League game, Celk would be the star man this time, getting himself a hat trick and his 100th goal in this Manager to Glory series for Hamburg. And of course, this brought him to be the star man of the club in the moment. What I think is so absurd about Celk's stat, he is so clinical when it comes to finishing. I was going to start looking for a replacement for him, but there's just no reason to look because he's just playing so damn well. And now we are going into the third round of the DFB Pokal. In the 5th minute, Chiesa almost scores, and we had a few more opportunities. However, this led to a counterattack from their side. And after some dodgy defending, it leads to an early goal for the Bremen side. This is a pretty big deal because, of course, in this tournament, it's single leg knockout, and we need to win this game. Saibari does his best to try and level it, but it goes off the post. And in the 65th minute, we just missed the mark with Celk. However, in the 77th minute, Dames gets to show off that speed yet again and ties it up for us. A huge goal that secures the tie for now. However, unfortunately, they come right back down and get a goal of their own. And after they score, look at this, their strikers mimicking Deriva's celebration, making fun of the Hamburg side. So now it's our chance to level it up with Saibari, who winds up to shoot, but one of the back defenders comes in and steals the ball. And after this leads to a counterattack on their side, and that same guy scores his second goal in just 5 minutes. And heartbreak hits Hamburg once again, as we are bounced out of the DFB Pokal despite being the reigning champions. And unfortunately, this would hurt our confidence, and it would also hurt our play on the field as we give up another league game match. And now we skip ahead to one of the best match days Hamburg has had all season. After an early goal from Selk, they tie it up. Selk gets another opportunity inside the box, but it is saved. Peter slides into our goalkeeper, which causes the goal because our keeper was not able to save it. But have no fear, David Selk is here, and he ties it up at 2-2. And in the 88th minute, after the center back is clumsy with that through ball, Selk steals and scores, securing our lead. But disaster would strike because in extra time they receive a free kick, just makes it in, which led to a 3-3 draw. And in the next game, our young center back, Davis, makes a mistake as he passes the ball straight to their attacker and he puts it through, putting them up 1-0. And at this point, I'd like to show you just how poorly they are performing. They're both struggling, and they're allowing the most goals out of any defender per game. And their possession in successful tackles per game are a full point below Klosterman's. Now, David Selk did just take the lead for us, 2-1. However, our defense gives up yet another goal. And honestly, that was pretty shoddy goalkeeping from Costa. And we draw yet again. This was a very rough stretch for Hamburg's side. In closing the January window, we need to make something happen. So the first thing we do is we call back Carlo Moretti, a San Marino center back, from his loan. And the next thing we do is we put up one of our young strikers for sale, and we're able to sell him for about 9 million euro. However, unfortunately, Reese did speak with Pirlo, and he decided that he wanted to go in order to get more minutes because he wasn't getting much this season. However, after we sell both these players, we have around 19 million, 20 million euro in our budget, and we're able to find a new starting center back. And we're gonna call this guy Ahmed. Now that we're at the end of this episode, I'm gonna go over a bit of what's happened. To start, obviously, defense was terrible. We gave up a lot of goals. Percentage went from like 92 to 78. Defensively, we just picked up Ahmed. I'm most concerned about Cone still. His defensive efficiency is really low, especially for a defender. Play that attacking role, he's not creating enough chances for us. Steven Kraus was playing center back for the majority of this episode, and he still has more chances created. Selk had an amazing episode. Same with Chiesa. They both are in double digit scoring more than anybody else. It's not even close. Driva has 6, but of course he is our main man in position to get chances. He's also taking less shots per game, which I like to see because his shooting accuracy isn't that good. And there you have it. Here is what our starting lineup looks like now. Klosterman will be rejoining the starting 11 in the next episode, and we also have that new center back, Ahmed. And in this next episode, we have a jam-packed January. 4 league games, 2 UCL matches, the end of the league phase. Join us in the next episode. Like and subscribe.